Hey everyone. Now we're going to talk about what to do when someone is ready to order Plexus from you. Yay! Okay, so they've said that they're ready to go, they're ready to sign up. What do you do now? Let's talk about the ways that someone can order Plexus and then what we recommend. You can order Plexus three ways technically. There's retail orders, which is just a one-off order from your replicated website. It's the most expensive option. Two, you can do it as a preferred customer, which is basically them signing up for a subscription type order. They get about a 10% discount on the retail pricing just for signing up for that recurring order. It can, of course, be canceled or modified anytime, but that is a little bit cheaper than the retail option. And third, and what we recommend 99 times out of 100, is the wholesale ambassador route. And I think everyone in this group was signed up as a wholesale ambassador from the get-go. So hopefully you guys are all comfortable and familiar with that. But let me explain a little bit about why it is that we recommend it that way. Wholesale is cheaper for them even on the very first order. So a triplex welcome pack with the $34.95 wholesale membership fee is $133.95. A retail order of triplex is $149.95. I just saved them $16 on one order by signing them up as a wholesale customer. Plus, their next order is only going to be $115. So they're saving even more money after that. So I have no idea why I would let anyone order triplex retail if I can save them money on that first order and obligate them to nothing beyond that for signing up that way. So absolutely no-brainer in my opinion. I think a preferred customer order of triplex is like $129.95. So we're talking an extra $4 that they paid to go wholesale, and then they're going to save $15 on the very next order. So again, no-brainer. If someone is ordering triplex, 100 PV or more on their order, they just need to do it as a wholesale as wholesale. So it's cheaper for them. It does give them the opportunity, but absolutely no obligation, to refer people and make some commissions and help pay for their products. Customers don't have that option. So I saved them money, and now I'm giving them a chance to potentially get their products for free. The cheaper you make a product for someone, the more likely they are to keep buying it from you. So the more barriers, cost barriers that we can remove, the greater our retention will be with people, okay? So that's why it's better for them. They can start getting their products paid for. We can also add our wholesalers to our team pages. And that, to me, has been, in my experience, has been really critical to people getting success and sticking with the products. They get access to a lot of content in there that isn't available otherwise to customers. You can plug them in. They can see team calls. They can see the excitement around Plexus and what a big deal this is. They see people ranking up and doing well in the business, and it can kind of excite them. Even if they started out with no interest in working the business, it can kind of excite them around what other people are doing and what this is doing in people's lives. So in my experience, wholesalers just tend to have better results on the products. I don't have a totally firm answer for why that is. They just tend to be a little bit more mentally checked in, tend to be more consistent with their products, and do better with them. I don't know why, but that just is the case in my experience. There really is zero downside to them going the wholesale route. They still get the 60-day money-back guarantee. If they cancel within that 60-day time frame, they will get a refund on the $34.95 membership fee. So we've saved them money from the get-go, and they get it all back if they're unhappy with their products. And again, they have no obligations to work the business. They have no obligations to put in a minimum monthly order or anything like that. So that is why I will always recommend that when people are signing up. As far as for you, now I will be honest, you get a little bit more of a commission selling something to a preferred customer than you do off of your wholesale ambassador. It's a pretty minute difference, a couple dollars, but I would rather give up a few dollars on these orders now and have the ability to advance in my ranks in Plexus, okay? You can earn a really nice paycheck if you set up 1,000 customers on Plexus, but you aren't going to Hawaii off of those 1,000 customers. And those customers do not duplicate and do not turn into residual income for you. And that is the whole point of network marketing and of a Plexus business, in my opinion, is to ultimately build this out to where you're making money off of work that you did a month ago, a year ago, and work that other people on your team are continuing to do as well. So that's the whole point. And if my customers can't help me duplicate those efforts, then that's not a great way to go, in my opinion. I would rather give up a few dollars commission between a preferred customer and a wholesale ambassador. and have the ability to grow and compound my business through duplication rather than take a few more dollars up front. So it's better for you. It'll help grow your business, help duplicate your business, and help you advance in your ranks with Plexus. When will I sign someone up as a preferred customer? I will only sign someone up as a preferred customer if they cannot do the whole triplex to start out with. So they are not going to be ordering 100 PV on that first order. So let's say they're like, I cannot afford the triplex. What do you have that could help me with my energy? All I can afford is $50. Okay, so I might recommend that they, start on Edge and ProBio 5. Or, I might, if they can spend $70, I might recommend just the Slim. Okay, I would rather everyone do triplex. I would rather that. They're going to get the best results that way. But maybe someone's coming and they're like, hey, I don't want all that. I want a good vitamin and I want a good probiotic. I'm like, great. X Factor Plus and ProBio 5. They are going to, benefit tremendously from those products. Will they have great, tangible, testimony-worthy results in 30 days on those products? Likely not. They're just not going to be as dramatic of changes as people see on the triplex. So I'd rather get them on the system that I think is going to address the most issues the fastest and get them the fastest results and prove the value of the products to them. But certainly we have a lot of great products. And if someone just wants one or two of them, I will sign them up as a preferred customer. So that, if they could only afford $50 of products, we don't want to spend 35 of it on a wholesale join fee. That's kind of my rationale there. Also, if you have an ambassador that is ordering less than 100 PV during the month, you really don't make any commission off of them. So if you know that they're only going to be ordering products that are less than 100 PV, it makes more sense for you and for them to be a preferred customer. So that is when I will sign someone up that way. All right. So that's a lot of information I just gave you. Guess what? The people you're signing up, they don't need all that information. I don't even mention retail and preferred customers, my people who are signing up on triplex. I tell them, hey, great, you want to order triplexes, you want the triplex, you want to do it wholesale. And you know what? Most people, they don't want all these options. They don't want to know, they don't want to have to make these decisions. Tell them what they need to do. They will trust you if you're confident in what you're telling them. So say, hey, you want triplex, you want to do it wholesale. Let's jump on the phone and help you get this taken care of. That just makes it super easy for them and just kind of removes those kind of mental barriers towards making a choice. I have friends that are in other network marketing companies, and I think that they have great products, but they have so many options that every time I sit down to try to think through what I would like to order to help support my friend, I just get I can't even do it. And I walk away, and then 2 months passes before I even think about it again. So you just want to remove those barriers of having to have someone think too hard about it, because it's going to delay their buying decision. So you want triplex, you want it wholesale. Let's jump on the phone. Why do we sign someone up? Usually over the phone, if at all possible. Doing it over the phone helps, again, it just keeps them from getting stuck and helps keep them from running into obstacles that they're like, this is too much of a hassle. It's not worth my time right now. You can help walk them through it. You can answer their questions. You can make them feel comfortable with what they're doing and what they're getting into. It also helps you make sure that they get their convenience order on. We're going to talk about that again in another video of why that's so important, but you have a much greater chance of getting them to turn that on the first order if you're on the phone with them explaining what it is and that it's not something to be freaked out about. Okay, so we want that convenience order on. It will also just keep them from ghosting on you. So you will have people, they're like, hey, yeah, I think I'm ready to order. And you're like, great, here are the instructions. And then their order doesn't go through the next day or the next day, and you message them and you're like, hey girl, I was just waiting to see when your Plexus order was going to go through. Did you run into any issues? Nothing. Crickets. Next week, crickets. And you don't hear from them again for 2 months. And then they finally come back around. So if you will kind of set hey, let's get on the phone and take care of this, then you remove those barriers and you're less likely to have them kind of disappear into thin air on you. So whenever possible, do it over the phone. You can do it pretty quickly, okay? And then if it's not possible to do it over the phone, so let's say you just can't coordinate schedules effectively or whatever it is, so it's just not practical for you to do it over the phone. Okay, so have your instructions typed up. I'll also have it saved in the notes on my phone, and I also have a document on my computer where I can access it. And I will just copy and paste that into the message and say, here are the instructions for getting you signed up. and I'll say, I will be online later tonight in case you have issues. Just send me a message and I'll help you troubleshoot, so that they know that I have an expectation that they're doing it like that day. And then I'll also say, once I see your order go in, I'll send you a bunch of great information to help you get started and know what to expect. I'm really excited for you. And so again, you're creating anticipation and you're creating an expectation that you're expecting this order and that you're excited to support them in this. So if you can't do it over the phone, do whatever you can to kind of set, like, not really a deadline, but kind of an expectation, a time expectation on when this is going to happen, so that you kind of put that in their mind and they won't maybe delay on you as much as they otherwise would. So, but again, I recommend doing it over the phone whenever you can. It also just helps build that relationship, build that trust. It's kind of fun to make that connection as you head into this part where you're going to be helping them get success on Plexus. I'm not going to go into any details on the exact sign-up process with you right now, because we're about to get a whole new back office and website. So it's all going to change this weekend anyway. And really, by the time I'm posting this video, it will have changed. So we will have tutorials on that, I'm quite sure, in our team pages that you can access to know exactly how to walk someone through the process. So anyways, that's how you handle it when someone is ready to sign up on Plexus. And we'll continue to talk about then what do you do from there? How do you get them started and how do you get them successful with these products so that they stay your customer and your ambassador for a very long time? All right.